The views and opinions expressed by guests and/or comments are those of the persons who submitted them and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of In the Clutch Sports Talk and More podcast. Any content provided by guests are of their opinion and are not intended to malign any religion, ethnic group, club, organization, company of any individual or anyone or anything.
Let me take you to my world, yeah, baby.
Excuse me, miss, don't mean to bother you, but I just couldn't help but to notice your style and your profile, the way that you carry yourself. Unlike any other cutie with a small waist and a big booty, you got that down-earth type of class to give you that inner type beauty. No weave, no fake nails, everything on this gal original. Pretty skin, pretty smile, have a nigga hormone running wild. With a figure to have a grown-ass nigga in a state of shock and mesmerized. Just walk by and say hi, there's no nigga, young nigga fantasize.
Let me take you to my world.
Let me take you to my world.
Yeah, we'll have to get that on the karaoke. Welcome to the show. I am your host, D. Early. Still got a little cold in me, but we're gonna push through this. I am joined by the vivacious Shownuff Sharita.
Hey y'all, we missed y'all.
Yeah, I hate missing a week, but I
know.
I might have could have pushed through, but it wouldn't have been the same because I was struggling. I ain't gonna lie.
The body say rest.
Yeah, the body said, "No, you ain't finna do this." Let a few more people get on in here. Who in here so far? I ain't got no comments yet. Well, Latanya, well, cousin Pat, they normally be the first two up in here.
I shared it out. There go Benita. Hey, son.
What's up, Nita? I need to come visit you. I need an outfit.
Don't give him none. Don't help him out.
Oh, she gonna help me out.
Shop for yourself.
That's a wrap. That's a wrap.
Hey, Jessica.
Good evening, Jessica.
I've been seeing you this link, Jessica. I don't care nothing about what you talking about.
I wasn't gonna say no. I'm glad you did.
Shoot. We need you. I need you on the screen. It's not that hard, I'm telling you.
I told you.
Just talking to the camera.
Once you start talking, you ain't worried about who. All of that stuff just disappears. So
yeah.
We'd
be very comfortable.
But I get it.
Now I'm gonna peer pressure you like the subject we're gonna talk about. I'm gonna peer pressure you into getting on the screen.
Hey, look,
just put the head. We just gonna put the head in.
Woo! That got to be one of the oldest lines ever used.
Oh man, I think all of us that was I said young for that one. We all of us out there young, we fell for that one.
Nita, you can limit your cousin. You can come on here too.
Yeah, Nita. We'll bleep it out.
She got some stories to tell. If somebody'll bleep it out. Oh yeah, a couple more people come on up there. I'm ready to get this show on the road. Cause I got some.
Y'all let me know if y'all hearing me double. Cause I'm hearing me double.
Just
it didn't let me know. Just the head. They sensitive, ain't?
Oh, they did it that quick.
When I tried to say just let me see if I space it out.
You let Jessica put not the head, so
that thing said to just the head. That girl said double on my end.
She talking about she hear you double.
Oh, I don't know. I tried to see what was going on. I disconnected everything. I don't know what's going on. No, because I didn't use my headphones last week. Yeah. Let me try without your headphones. Okay. Nope, I'm still hearing it. That gum. I might
Yeah,
well keep them on.
yeah, we're gonna have to figure that out. I don't know what that is. Yeah, Jessica say she hear double. Nita say she hear double. I don't hear double, so I don't know. Is it? Are you on Facebook?
I ain't know nothing. I'm on StreamYard.
I don't know what that could be then. I don't know. I'm looking at audio. I don't see.
Master body, active output. Hello.
I still don't hear double, so I don't know.
Maybe I'm not hearing it now.
You're not hearing it now?
I don't know what I did, but I don't hear it now. So we're gonna move on.
Well, I don't know. I just hit echo cancellation and some stereo, I cut that off. So maybe that.
Well, whatever you did, yeah, maybe that's what happened. Okay.
All good. Yeah.
It's all good. Yeah.
Well, since it's all good, Jessica, whenever you're ready to call in, let me know. We're gonna kick this show off.
Adrian, I sent the link to your Lily Mae email in case you want to come on.
We got an interesting topic today. We're talking about age ain't nothing but a number, and sure enough gonna bless us with a story, or some comments. Adria posted something earlier, and I'm gonna say this right now. I'm being somewhat hypocritical, so enough. Remember the last show I had mentioned I was 17 and the young lady was 29. And I asked, was that an issue? And I was like, well, it wasn't an issue to me. But Adria just flipped the script on me. And I was like, really? And I had to think about it like, why am I really when it's the female that's young?
Right.
Yeah, when the female is young and the guy is older. So I had to kind of check myself a little bit on that. Because I wasn't thinking like that. But anyway, I was being hypocritical and I apologize for that. But let's go ahead and jump into this. On the last show, you had mentioned a situation that I just couldn't believe. So, do you want to expound upon that? No, please don't use no names, but you want to tell us?
Names.
No, don't use no names. Don't use no names. No.
So which one did I talk about? Did I talk about the 1327? Is that the one you're talking about?
Oh no, that's a new one. I'm talking about the 6th grade incident.
Yeah, that was the 1327, I believe.
Oh no, wait a minute, 13? Is that 13?
Yeah, 6th grade for us back then. Yeah, I think it was 6 or 7. I don't know. I don't know what grade it was, but anyway. I mean, like I said, that was just one of several. And like I said, I am in no way condoning anything that I am about to speak of. Okay, I know now. Probably knew then. Well, no, I won't say I knew then, but I grew to know that it was wrong. No. You're not gonna tell me my experience.
No. I'm not gonna tell you your experience, but I'm gonna say this. Even at that age,
we know right from wrong.
Yeah.
We know right from wrong. That might have been one of them like, okay, it ain't a
But
big
I'm
deal.
saying there was no legality knowing right, wrong. I was 12. What would I know about the law? What would I know about? No, that's what I mean by I didn't know it was wrong in that sense, but it was right because everybody was doing it. And you are a victim or your environment. So that's just like, I mean, people right now, everybody that probably, grew up in, I'm just gonna throw it out, just any neighborhood. Let's say you grew up in Hearst Village from a child to 21, and that's all you ever knew. You never left off Danny Thomas only to go to school. So what you learned in Hearst Village was your truths and your knowledge and your DNA. So that's what I mean by that. So whatever everybody else was doing, you was doing too, because you figured it was the right thing to do. That's what I mean by that. Does that make sense to you?
It do.
Okay. All right.
But
But
7th, 8th grade, them guys were stealing cars. I wasn't stealing cars with them, but I got you. I understand.
no,
Just
see,
back
this is a not that you're using the wrong example in that sense of it. I'm talking about a mentality. That's what I'm saying. That I mean, hell, if they was doing drugs, I wasn't doing drugs. I saw that, but I didn't do the drugs. That's what I'm saying. There were some social things that were being done that we figured were right or okay because everybody was doing it. Everybody wasn't doing drugs. Everybody wasn't stealing cars. But everybody was throwing a drug dealing nigga that was 25, 26, 27. That was happening.
Okay. If everybody was doing, I don't know. Karen King, how you doing? Tonight's topic, we're talking about age is nothing but a number. We're delving into the I'm gonna say early 80s, late 80s and 90s. It was a lot of dope boys and things going on back then. There was a lot of things going on where older men were having relationships with younger women, and we're talking. What was the age discrepancy? Showing up 13 and 27.
13, 26.
Please, what, Nita? What I do this time? What I do this time?
Acting like you don't understand what I'm saying. Well, you don't understand, so you just don't get it.
No, I understand it. I'm just saying, even when you're in that environment, even when you going through those things, you still right from wrong, and
No, you don't.
you know right from wrong. Now you might choose to say, okay, well, I'm not gonna do drugs, but I don't
No,
think sex is that bad, so I'm gonna
no,
indulge in that part of it.
no, no.
So, okay,
Being talked to about drugs was on TV. It was at school. All of that. So yes, you had that knowledge, but no one in our era, parents, aunties, any other people, talked to us about sex. We learned about it from our friends and what they were doing. That's what I'm trying to impress upon you, sir. We didn't learn about it.
Okay, well, I mean, I could use the same argument as far as
there is no argument.
I don't remember any commercials talking about don't steal cars, don't do this, but I knew better than to do that. I knew that wasn't right. My parents never emphasized at that young age anything really about sex, but I still knew that at
You
12
knew.
and 13, that
You
wasn't
knew.
something
As a
that wasn't
boy, you knew that from your environment.
what environment? I just said
Whatever
it wasn't no
you
what
were brought up in.
wasn't nobody saying don't have sex or don't do this, but I had a you know, when HBO and all of that start coming
Were
out
your
and they
friends
start
having
having
sex? Were your friends, all of your friends having sex
at 12 and 13.
at 12, 13? Were all of your friends having
Not
sex
not
at 12,
I'm
13,
I'm
14?
gonna say this. Not the
More
ones
than
who were
5.
not the ones who were my age, but the ones that I hung around that were a little older than me. Yes, they were.
Said your age. Were the
I just
boys
I
your age?
No, we talking about the environment, so we talking about the people that
No,
I'm
no, no, no,
around. I wasn't
no.
around. I wasn't just around
I
12
wasn't
and
around.
11 year
I
olds.
wasn't around older girls. See, there, you want to dismiss the fact of what I'm
No,
trying to
no,
tell
I'm not.
you.
No, no, no. I'm
Yes,
not
you are.
dismissing it.
You are
I'm not
dismissing it.
dismissing. I'm not dismissing it. I'm saying that we know right from wrong, and we know when we're doing stuff that we shouldn't be doing. Okay, did you have sex? Did you go
Everybody
tell
know
your
right
parents?
from wrong.
Did you go tell your parents about it?
Why would I tell my parents I'm having sex? We ain't even talk about sex.
Because it's wrong.
No,
That's
no,
why you
not
wouldn't
because
tell them.
no. Not because it was wrong, because it was an uncomfortable conversation because we've never had it.
Okay, so if it's uncomfortable, why is it uncomfortable if it's something that everybody doing?
Because I wasn't fucking my mama.
It don't matter who
What
you
kind of
was
sex
having
was that?
sex with.
It does. You're not getting what I'm saying because you weren't exposed to it. You didn't deal with it. You didn't have to live in that world. But it's not right for you to sit here and try to dismiss it and say that, oh, you had to know it was
No,
wrong because
stop
you were
saying
12
that.
or 13
No,
years
no.
old. That's
First
not
off,
true.
stop saying that I'm dismissing it because
But
I'm
no,
not
I'm not gonna
dismissing
stop
it.
saying that because this is what you're doing. That's
I'm
it,
not. I'm
it's
not
what
dismissing it. I'm
I'm
not
telling you
dismissing it.
that you're dismissing it.
But I'm not dismissing it. I understand what you're saying. You're saying you just everybody in the neighborhood was doing it. Everybody in the community that you was in was doing it. It's a lot of stuff that happened in the hood that a
I'm
lot of
talking about
people in the hood was
sex.
doing, but
I'm
everybody
talking
wasn't
about
doing it.
sex. I'm
Sex,
talking about
sex, sex is
sex.
no sex is no
I'm
different from
talking
anything else that
about,
anybody
yes, it
was doing.
is. Yes, it is.
What makes
Yes, it
sex so much
is.
different?
It was different because that was the social norm on that street that I grew up on. Wasn't nothing else that on that street that I was concerned about, but that, because that's all we was talking about, and that's all we were exposed to at that time.
Let me cut in right quick. Hey Donna, I just want thanks for coming on, and I think I know who you're talking about. And I want to say prayers and condolences to you and
Yes,
to that
she told me
particular.
about that.
Yeah, yeah. I just lost my best friend to cancer, and I think this the same person that also lost a battle with cancer. Uh, yeah. Um, yeah, if we can get your mind off of for a little while, that's definitely what we want to do.
Most
Uh,
definitely.
yeah, I mean, it definitely sucks. But anyway, what's up, Randolph? How you doing? Now back to what you were saying, show enough. I'm not dismissing what
Yes.
you're saying. I understand what you're saying. I'm just saying we can't we can't act like we just oblivious to things that are wrong. We just didn't know.
Yes, we
We
can.
it's a lot of stuff. Okay, it's just like when we grew up, no one ever told us, hey,
I'm gonna let you
don't
tell
jump.
my story. I'm gonna let you tell my story. You know it better than me. Go ahead
No,
and tell my story.
I'm not
Tell
gonna try
all
to tell
5
your
stories
story.
on here
No.
that we're telling you, but you're saying, oh, y'all know better. Y'all knew better. It didn't have to happen. I'm gonna let you just tell the story then.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna ask Jessica, and that's why I wish she was on the show. I'm gonna ask Jessica. Jessica, you had stated that you was having sex at a very young age. Did you know that was wrong, or that was just the norm, and you thought it was okay? I'm gonna wait on her to answer, and you can continue.
Everybody
with
on
your-
here need to answer. And they go. And everybody's situation is not the same. Her experience with sex could have been different than mine.
It could have
It
been.
ain't about right or wrong.
Okay, now Donna, you know she'll open book. She said, I was 11 years old when I lost my virginity. I knew it was wrong, but peer pressure was real back then.
And that's her experience.
Oh, okay.
That's her experience. That's what I'm saying. You can't tell me about my experience, just like I can't tell her about hers. I can't sit up here and say, "Nah, you was just 11. You didn't know." What I look like saying that, and that's her experience.
Well, go ahead with your story. I ain't gonna
Fortunate
interrupt you.
for me, let me read Nita's. Fortunate for me, my mom was molested early in the game because my grandma ran a cafe and was a bootlegger. The drunks would have to go past my mother's room all the time. She had to start going to bed fully dressed. So she wasn't playing about me and my sister. Because of her molestation, she shielded us. But it was happening back then, most definitely. Most definitely. And I hate that happened to your mama, but it happened to a lot of our mamas and aunties and sisters and us. Yeah, and still happening. Still happening. Okay, Miss Donna, put up Donna's. Oh, okay, well, let me read Miss Karen's. It wasn't talked about in our house either. My mom was a single mom, and she was a pit bull when it came to her girls. But sex was never talked about. Absolutely. That was the norm. Do you see Miss Donna's at 721?
Yeah, I'm trying to go down the list. Hold on.
Okay. Jessica says, for me, sex wasn't talked about in my community, but at school it was. I took upon myself to learn as much as I could to spread the correct advice. Kudos to whoever taught you that in school, girl.
Spread. Okay. Okay. Hey, you said 721? Okay, here we go.
Okay, sex was the norm in my neighborhood, and not too many in my friends' circle were having sex then. It was something I wanted to do. I was feeling him. He was older. He was 17. He didn't pressure me. I was the aggressor. I hear you, daughter. I hear you.
Okay. Okay. Now, we just acknowledged everybody's story different, but I'm gonna say this: why you 11 and you the aggressor? What made at 11? What made you even interested in sex? Now we can say like now you can say TV. You can just point at TV because the thing like we didn't like you got to think when we grew up we had what 3 channels, 3, 5, and 13.
We
then
had
we got
cable.
no, I'm
We
talking
had
about
cable by the time we were. I know we had cable. Shoot. We had cable. We was one of the first ones got cable box, baby. And we was watching Lady Chatterley late at night, 3 o'clock in the morning. And getting it in between.
But that was like 80. Was that 80s?
That's 80s. That's That's when we were preteens.
Okay. Well, see, now we getting somewhere.
Sit a mess. That's what I'm talking about, Jessica.
Now we getting somewhere. Now we getting somewhere. We got you watching Lady Chatterley. You knew that shit wasn't right, but you watched it.
No, I didn't. It was on there.
You too smart not to know that wasn't right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Look, don't get me wrong. I'm looking at it. I think wasn't it scrambled, and sometimes you could get it it'll come across unscrambled. It'd be scrambled. Sometimes it come across. Yeah. So don't get me wrong. When I saw it, I knew it wasn't right, but that didn't make me not stop watching it. And I bet you if my dad would have came in the room, we didn't have one TV back then. If my dad would have happened to come in there, I'd have hurry up and been trying to change the channel. Well, back then you had to slide the little thing. That's the cable you talking about, right?
Yes.
You had to slide the little numbers on the box. Yeah.
And Adrian, what was the spinoff? It was Emmanuel.
See, I remember that.
Chatterley. Don't play. Shoot, 73, the Scramble Spice Channel. That's what I'm talking about. Roast stock. That one. What else on there? We had TV, music, yeah, we had porn magazine, yeah, Playboy magazines. Shoot.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's your like those magazines wasn't sitting out on the dining room table or the living room
Girl,
table.
you're trying to make this a right or wrong situation.
No,
It's
no,
not
I'm not.
that
No,
simple.
I'm not trying to
It's
make
just
it
not
right or
that
wrong.
simple.
Mm.
I'm gonna speak on me. If I was exposed to things at an early age, thinking the right or wrong of it was not in the equation. It was I'm gonna enjoy it or I'm not. That's all it was. There was no what rational what child that's 11, 12 is thinking rationally about right or wrong? None. So you can't make it that simple. Oh, you knew it was wrong. No, you didn't know. Everybody did not.
So when you sitting up watching that mild porn, you didn't know that was wrong.
Oh God. What did I just say? That was not in the
I'm just. I
equation,
mean, that's
whether it was right or wrong. It was something
okay.
I
Okay. So
wanted, I
okay.
I
I,
saw.
understand
It
that, but okay, if you sitting in
yeah.
there and you watching Lady Chatterley or Emmanuel or whatever, and your parent walked in on you, you wouldn't expect them to be upset with you watching it.
What I wouldn't expect is that I would be sitting up having a conversation about it with my parent, whether it was right or wrong, because they know it's wrong. And at that point, then yes, they can tell me, hey, you know, you're supposed to be watching that. And then you're going to explain to me why I shouldn't be watching that, not just you shouldn't be watching it. Because if you just tell me I shouldn't be watching it, I'm going to still go watch it because you ain't telling me why. You're just telling me it's something I shouldn't be doing. And as an adolescent child, I'm going to be defiant and I'm still going to watch it. I'm going to try to watch it even more now because you're telling me I shouldn't.
I hope y'all paying attention to this.
They
Let me read what Randolph said because this kind of sums up what I think everybody was saying. My heartfelt and sincere condolences extended to Donna D. Bolden and her beautiful family in the transition of her beloved family member. I don't know if it was. Yeah, but anyway, I pray that Jehovah's Shalom, the Lord God, our peace grants unto you that peace that surpasses all understanding and that needed strength that only His Holy Spirit can provide. Yeah, I mean, I'm so yeah. Let's just keep this moving. I don't even want to talk about it. I'm thinking about my friend now. Donna said hormones. It was the 1990s. We had TV 1990s. Oh yeah, it was showing everything by the 90s. Or were they? No,
before the
90s when they
90s.
yeah, 90s. The 90s is when it kind of started though, right? The and I got something that I'm gonna play a little later on that corresponds with that. When in like the late 80s, early 90s, when uh like when did Luke Skywalker them come out? When was that? That'll
I
tell
ain't
us
good.
exactly.
I'm not good with like arrows. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. I think it had to be right when I was graduating high school or like my first or second year in the military or something like that. I remember everything like that. Hey Lisa, how you doing? The topic tonight is
Hey,
age
Lisa.
ain't nothing but a number. And I'm gonna let Show Enough finish her story, and I'm not gonna interrupt anymore. I'm gonna let her finish her story, and then
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna move on.
Mm-hmm. Lisa, he out here being judgmental,
Oh,
as
this a no,
usual.
no, this no, this a
No,
no judgment
you are.
zone here. This a no judgment zone. Mm.
That man said the Star Wars mid 80s.
Who
But as I
said
was
that?
saying, Rooster.
Ain't nobody watching no Star Wars, man. You don't get it. Well, I'm lying. I had my little Darth
You
Vader.
know you was watching
I
it.
had my little Darth Vader, and what was the other one named? CP30 and
Mm-hmm.
R2D2 little action figures and stuff. So yeah, he ain't lying.
Mm-mm.
Too short was
But
the
no,
fourth Luke.
yeah, too short was before Luke. I know that much.
I thought Two Live Crew started all of this stuff off. I'm
I don't
like,
know
go
about
ahead
all this.
with your story.
I don't know about all that. But I don't, and I'm trying to even remember how. Shit, I don't even know how. It just we was outside. We was outside. We was outside playing, and they would come through. Y'all know they would come through in them box Chevys, them Cadillacs, the what else was they driving? Whatever they was driving, and we knew what it was. Well, I won't say I knew. I think I was kind of the last to know, but I found out real quick, what they did for a living. And for whatever reason, it didn't scare me. It didn't put fear in me. It was like, hey, get in the car. Let's go. Let's ride. Whatever. And yeah, I was supposed to be at a basketball game. Ended up at the Red Roof Inn. And oh, we ain't even talk about that part. That'll be another show.
I feel better because now that means you had to be. That was middle school, probably, right?
Yeah.
I was creeped out when I thought you said 6th grade. I was like, man, I could see it in the 7th grade, 8th grade.
But no, it had to be because I know how damn old I was, so it had to be 6th grade. I'm just just might have been a little later.
Nita said 12 is 6th grade, so 13 would be the 7th grade.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't recall. It's 12, 13. What's the difference? No big difference.
A whole year makes a difference. 17, 18, no, it makes a legal difference.
That's right, Donna. She said the cars they drove, the clothes they wore, piqued our interest. Yeah. And then it was like you wanted the one that everybody wanted. I won't say they was the one that had the most money, or it could be as simple as the best car, or the best clothes. But yeah, that was the environment. It was that's I can say just about everybody at that time. That's what we were doing. But like I said, it wasn't just all bad. I mean, I could talk now about how bad and wrong it was because, of course, now I know that. But at that time, it was like I said, it was kind of norm. So, and like I also said in the last show, some of them they put you on. Some of them put you on a bad way. Some of them put you on a good way. Some of them put some money in your pocket. Make sure everybody in the house ate. And paid a light bill or two. Didn't even know who paying it. But not mine because my household, they was, it was 2 working parents. So, but yeah, it was a lot of times that I really could have got caught up in some stuff. Just the grace of God.
Like I understand, like when you like my question was gonna be, and y'all, I was just putting up the poll from last week, and you see 80% was okay with a 10-year age gap either way. I just wanted to let y'all know the final results of that. I could see when you're in middle school, you have so many excuses that you can use to get out of the house, to stay late from school. It's a basketball game, it's a dance, it's something going on where you can make up excuses to not to be coming straight home from school or things like that or whatever. Now, what happened with our age, and from what I'm seeing from you already knew what was going on, so you probably was a little more proactive with your kids than our parents were with ours. And then when cell phones came out, oh, you really had, because you could call them at any time, and that don't really mean nothing because they could be somewhere and still be saying at the school office, but at least you could get in touch with them or they could get in touch with you. So I understand that, but you know, like I'm saying now, like even the 7th and 8th grade with my kids, with my especially my daughters, not so much with my boys, but and I know that's wrong, but okay. But with my daughters, it was like, what time they get out of school? What time practice over with? What time, you know, I was active. So I'm at practice, I'm at the games. So you ain't got no time to really do that. The only time you got to play is when I'm
Lies. Lies. Them cheer days, man. Let me tell you something. Climbing out the window in the middle of the night.
oh, see, okay, okay, do tell. Come on.
There was just, I don't care. You can be sitting up looking at your child for 24 hours. You and for 15 minutes, you take your eyes off. They're gonna take them 15 minutes to do whatever the hell they trying to do. Make a phone call, send a text, whatever. We it's we I don't care what we do. Now, it's some that have been able to shield their children, and I wish that for all of us. But like I said, we can't watch them 24 hours. We can't be with them 7 days a week. And there were times when, sure, even my children, even though what I went through and I tried to shield mine, they still had to go through some things and just learn some things and bump their heads too. So, and I don't care how, when I say I talked and preached and showed videos and took them to Hollywood Clinic to let them see stuff, and it don't matter what I did. They still, it's just, you got some of them kids, that's where they learn. They got to bump their head. They don't believe you. And I think I was one of those. I think I was one. But in defense of my mom and my stepdad, in their defense, like they both were working. They both, probably. And I was the oldest. I was the first grandchild. So I was the oldest child, and I think that they just, was brought up in the church, where I probably learned a lot of stuff. And became I won't say I became curious while in the church, but once my eyes was open, the church wasn't no better. That was the worst playing ground for a preteen. Better ask somebody.
The church.
Yeah, the church. That was the worst place for some of us to be as hormonal young girls with older men. That was the worst place for us to be. Yes. Y'all been saying man in them comments.
Hey, translate this for me.
Okay. I must talk fast, or do you talk slow? Really? Let's see what she said. I must talk fast, or do you talk slow? I don't know. She gonna have to tell me that with herself.
Now, if she's saying, do I talk fast and I listen slow? I might have could have figured out, but I still wouldn't know what the hell you talking about, Aspen. But anyway, no, I talk, listen, and all that fast. But anyway, Yolanda, I was afraid to have sex in elementary, middle, or high school. I talked with a lot of guys, but my fears of pregnancy scared me because my sister had kids in high school. Not that I didn't lust, but it was that fear.
Oh, child,
Uh,
I was on birth control.
Birth control when?
My mom put me on birth control because all the girls was getting pregnant on the street. So I was okay. Now it's coming back now. The 12 was when I was put on birth control. Wasn't doing nothing, wasn't thinking about nothing. My mama put me on birth control because everybody was getting pregnant. No talk. Just showed up at Hollywood Clinic. I love her to death for doing it now at this point, because I probably would have had my 10 kids by the time I was 21. So I love her for doing that. But, we ain't talk about it. So that was a license to me. To all of us.
So it wasn't the speaking to Yolanda, it wasn't the fear of your parents finding out or anything like that. It was just the fear of getting pregnant, and that's a good deterrent. And that was one of the things that and I don't. I did what I did. I had a child. My oldest son was born my senior year, and I love him to death, and I don't blame him for anything. But I do look back and say that being a senior in high school and having a baby on the way would put a whole lot of extra pressure on me. It made me have to make some decisions about, after graduating, what to do and all of this. So it kind of it limited me, but it was because I didn't know I had other options. So the biggest thing I always tell my kids, I don't care what you do, don't have no kids while you're in high school. And all 5 of them made it through without having to. Donna said, you can skip school. They can't watch you 20. Okay, yeah. Because actually that's what happened with my first time. I skipped school and went to visit this young lady, and yeah, it was on after that though.
You knew it was wrong, right? Did it anyway.
I was I was 15. Yeah, I knew it was wrong.
Okay.
I knew it was wrong, but I saw an opportunity and see, first off, I knew skipping school was wrong.
Absolutely.
First off, I knew skipping school was wrong. Secondly, I knew going to somebody else's house like that was probably wrong. But like I'm telling you, at that point, it was, man, I'm in the 10th grade. I'm kind of like what you saying. Everybody else having sex. I'm probably one of the few virgins in the 10th grade. I don't know. So was I gonna pass up that opportunity? And I wasn't I wasn't the aggressor. So it was like they asked me to come over for it. So was I finna pass up that opportunity? No. Did I know it was wrong? Yes, I did. But at that point, it didn't matter if it was right or wrong. I had to do what I had to do. Damn, Jessica say she put herself on it. She went to Memphis Health Center and asked, well, how old were you when you have to be what? You got to be old to do that, don't it? Got to be a certain age.
No,
Oh,
I think.
Oh, for real?
No, you could be. Well, if she did it on her own, no, even on your own, you could have went at 12 or 13 and got on birth control because it.
For real?
Yes, you can walk in. Yeah.
I thought you had to have a parent's consent to do that at that age.
No.
Aspen, I don't know what you laughing at, but it's you still ain't told what you talking about. And get Karen in, then we're gonna hit your commercial after this.
Okay.
I had the sex talk early with my daughter at age 5.
Yes.
At age 5.
What you waiting for?
5? Okay, she said she wanted 7 children. And repeated it by 6th grade. We talked when I didn't really have to talk with my girls until they came on their cycle. Once they came on their cycle, I said, "Now we have to."
You was late. You was way late.
Yeah, but I look, cross my fingers. They hadn't done anything up until that point. So, she said she still wanted a lot of children, but she wanted to get married first. Today, I only have 1 grandpup, and she is still single in her 30s. Well, we need to talk to her about that too, Karen. No, I'm just playing. We're gonna go to commercial after this.
Okay, yeah, go on.
I was on birth control after I had my first baby at 14, which didn't make sense. And then, boom, I was pregnant again 1 year and 5 months later.
That's how it went. But no, about a year later.
What's wrong?
He was having another one.
Yeah, but that must mean she got off of birth control.
No, you can get pregnant while taking birth control, Daryl.
I know abstinence is the only 100% foolproof way not to get pregnant.
Absolutely.
let's what are these comments coming? This last one, and then we're gonna take your commercial break. I use condom all the time. I was put on depot at 13. Woo, 13. Because others were getting pregnant, but I was cautious. My mom didn't find out I was having sex. So it was 5 years before mom found out you had sex. You was 11 when you lost your virginity. How she find out when you turned 16? Did she caught you, or you told her, or it was just
She
what?
just said I got caught sneaking a guy out the window.
Ah, okay. I ain't read that far. Okay, so I made it seem like that was my first time having sex because you knew
Girl,
it
you
was wrong.
would talk
Y'all,
about
you know what? Y'all are. I'm listening.
that
These
was
are
good.
women telling the story of sneaking out the window, sneaking a guy out the window.
I would have
I
never thought
look.
about that, Donald.
I wasn't brave enough to do nothing like. Well, let me see. No, not while my parents at home. I couldn't have did that.
Man, it was snow on the ground. I was sneaking out the window.
Oh man,
Got
y'all.
caught. That's when I got caught. Trying to get back in. Got the dog shit. Yeah, me too.
I gotta give y'all a round of applause because y'all some young brave women. That's all I can say. Y'all,
We were hard.
look,
We were we were sexually
I'm be like,
exposed.
don't you? I'm just joking when I say this. There's some
Hey,
hoes in the house. There's some hoes in the I'm
no.
just joking. I'm just
We was
joking. Don't
one
y'all get upset
man.
on me.
We was with one.
I get it. Oh, so it was okay. Well, that's the way I
Yeah.
feel a little better about that.
They weren't playing back then. Oh no. You want them to be, do you think they finna let somebody else have you?
Because it's a new person. I think this is the first time. It might not be. Darkest Wallace. I think she's a Treadwell alumni, if I'm not mistaken. Put a post up, and then I promise we go into your commercial right after this.
Okay.
She says, my parents, especially my mom, kept a watch on me like a hawk. I feared being pregnant, but I mostly Sammy parents everywhere when I thought about it, so I left it alone. I mostly what? Come on, translate, Sharita. You see me struggling over here. What she's
I
trying
think
to say there?
I think that's a probably autocorrect. So I'm sure she didn't mean to say Sammy or saw my parents everywhere when I thought about it. But I mostly saw, maybe that's what she was trying to say.
Well, how long did it take you, Darkest? When did you break through? Or when did he break through? Okay. That's what I'm talking about, Evan. She never snuck out either.
Shit.
Lisa, I was known as one of the 3 versions of Treadwell, but it never bothered me. It bothered me because I was a guy and everybody was talking about it. So I was like, what?
Well, they thought I was because I wasn't messing with nobody at school.
Yeah, because you messing with them old heads.
You doggone right. Well, a high schooler couldn't say nothing to me till I went to Craig Bunt and got me a boyfriend.
See, that's what I'm talking about right there. They messed it up. See, they messed it up for the guys. Y'all didn't even see them young guys. But anyway, we're gonna go to this commercial break because I got a couple things I want to put up, and we'll probably. I don't want to end the show, but we'll see. But let's run this commercial right quick because I know price is gonna go up soon.
Feeling sluggish? Struggling with recovery? Want to take your health to the next level? We have the game-changing peptides your body needs. Whether you're looking to boost energy, accelerate healing, lose weight, or optimize performance, we've got the cutting-edge solutions to help you feel unstoppable. Get extraordinary results with Show Enough Peptides for All. Call us at 731-420-5627 or email us at shownoughpeptidesforall@gmail.com. Show Enough Peptides for All products are strictly for research purposes only and are not intended for human or animal consumption. We do not provide medical advice or services. Please consult a qualified professional for any health-related concerns.
And I keep forgetting.
We've extended the special for 2 more weeks, but go ahead.
See, there you go. I keep forgetting to give you the new number. The new number is 901 670 6565. We'll have that on the next show. 901 670 6565 for all your peptide needs.
Darka said she was in college. Now I'm glad she said that because I'm finna first off, I want to put up some friend of the show was our first sponsor with Lily Mae, a good friend, someone I've known majority of my life, real sweet person. She had posted this picture, so I asked her, was it okay if I put it on here? And here's the discrepancy. I just want y'all to see how cute she was.
And still is. She still
Oh
look like
yeah.
that. She
Oh yeah.
favorite one of she favorite Donna. Your baby. That mean Diane.
You know what?
Look
She
out.
sure do. She do.
Yeah.
That means she look like Tava.
Yep.
That means she my type. Okay, I got you. Okay. But I just want to put that up there. And we blocked out she blocked them out. I would have blocked them out too. But she
Yeah.
was 17 at the time. Boy, how I wish I could go back to 17. 17 was so lovely. And he was 27. And
At the prom.
I think, but is this the one time during the year that the parents kind of let you slide with the prom and the graduation and all of that with the older guy? They don't put as much pressure on you.
No, they probably just didn't know. Probably didn't know.
Okay, well, no, I don't know.
Probably just didn't know.
I'll meet you at the prom. Okay, I got you.
Sure. Can I took that picture right quick and get your ass up out of here. I'll meet you at the red room later. But you got to go, bro. Thank you. Yeah, Angel, she said daddy didn't know. Because I know if my dad had known, oh my God, he wouldn't have made it to the prom, nor out of the prom.
Which lets me know she knew. Which lets me know she knew better. But at that, we almost we think we grown at that point. So
Whatever.
I would never do that with my daughter.
What?
I don't know. What would you never do with your daughter? I'm behind on the comments. So Don, I've always been an outgoing, popular girl. I had brothers and plenty of male cousins. I was a girl tomboy who was aggressive. Okay, that makes sense now. You around a lot of men. Sneak, you finished this show enough. I'm
Sneaky and a
disappointed.
good liar at a young age. That's how at 16 I was able to hook up with a math teacher at my high school, and he was 26.
Whoa.
Thank you.
Y'all better lead them. What is it? What is it with these coaches and math teachers?
They was fine. What we thought was fine. And then if I'm telling you, us at that age, we thought we was grown-ups. If you even think, you probably don't even recall. If you look back at how we dressed, if you look back in the yearbook, we was dressing like we was going to work, like we was the secretary. That's how we was dressed, because we thought we was grown. We thought we was 20 something. That's being fed to us. Oh, you what was the word they would say for your age? What you help me out, Daryl? What's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know. What?
But did you were not grown, you were for your age. What was the word?
Mature for your age?
Yeah, mature. You were so mature for your age. Yeah, it was that's all we was being fed.
Yeah, but that was more of girls wanting to appear more ladylike than as a little girl when we was in high school anyway. You carried yourself like I get that part. You know, the guys were still silly and stuff. It's kind of go with what Yolanda saying. You have to remember a lot of girls mature faster than boys. So older boys and even men hit it on us. I'm not saying it's okay, just like a lot of women have pressure. Y'all excuse me. Younger boys into having sex, which I wasn't pressured into having sex with an older woman. That was I pursued that and it happened for me. I don't know if it wasn't pressure, but I get what you're saying. But so even if and it goes back to what I was saying at the beginning of the show, if 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 young girls and women in general mature faster than men, then at a younger age you should be well aware of the difference between right and wrong. Now, you said it was an older guy. Did you have any you said it was only one guy, so I'm assuming that's no. Were you
Well,
messing with anybody that was your age? And if not, why not?
no, because my first introduction was with an older guy. So no, I never, like I said, until I got to Craigmont and what was ninth grade, 9th, 10th, 11th grade. A guy my age. That was in, but he was roughneck. Mm.
Hey, what?
I said he was my little roughneck.
Okay,
Gonna say
I'm
he was.
glad. You know
I'm
what?
gonna say
I'm-
no. Let me no. I'm not gonna paint him like that because he was very smart. He was athletic. He was an athlete and he was very smart. I won't say he was a roughneck.
no,
I would say he was from Binghamton. So
you- I'm
I
I'm
won't
finna
say he
I'm
was no roughneck.
I'm finna play this clip.
Mm-mm.
I'm
I
finna
know.
play
I
this.
took it back.
I'm
He was not a
I-
roughneck.
I'm finna
He was not a roughneck.
I'm finna play this clip right now. I was gonna
Mm-mm.
hold it off and maybe not even. I'm finna play this clip right
Mm-mm.
now.
90s,
Mm-mm.
you start hearing women say they wanted to openly date guys like Dr. Dre, Snoop, Tupac. Like they were their boyfriends. Like before that, they didn't want guys like this. These guys were off limits. Like gangbangers were a small group of people.
Yeah.
Today, everybody a gangbanger or a drug dealer or a pimp. Like these guys were the lowest of the low. They had songs. They had a song by MC Light, Roughneck. All right, for the young people, go look it up. Once Roughneck hit, game changer.
The roughneck bastard.
Timberland boots, that's before that, they weren't openly dating roughnecks, but that image started to become popular. Wu-Tang Clan, dude with the one pants leg up. I'm trying to bring some shit back. So those guys became the ideal guy because rap became mainstream.
Mm-mm. No, not for me. No, I ain't had none one of them. Not me, and not nobody around me. You had to have some khakis and a Nike suit. We wasn't doing that. No sir. Mm-mm. Now it was some out there, but it wasn't not my crew. We ain't do that. Mm-mm.
Right.
Nah, we ain't had no roughness, baby. Uh-uh.
I remember. Look. I'm just telling you. I remember the shift when it started being okay for like everybody always wanted the clean cut guy that was probably going to college and this and that, and then somewhere along the line it starts switching to you wanted the bad boys like they saying Snoop, Dre. Well, I don't know about them. Tupac, the Bobby Browns, and all of those players. That's what women started looking for. So he ain't far off from what he's saying, and it did start around the 90s.
But it was a certain. I would say it was a certain like group of girls who wanted those. It was those kind of, not that we weren't good girls, but it was okay. Like say for instance, it was the girls who, like at the time when we were coming up, we lived in, Mitchell Heights, Douglas, Binghamton, blah, 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 right? But there were girls who lived in, Raleigh, Cordova, Bartlett. Those were the girls who wanted the roughnecks because they wasn't exposed. They thought that was what they were supposed to, they thought that was the shit. Not knowing that roughneck gonna take you down through there. We weren't gonna get took down through there with no roughneck. We knew what the real roughneck was about. So we wasn't attracted to no roughnecks. We had them good boy might have went a little wrong, but roughneck, we ain't want it. No, nowhere around it. We ain't want that. It was some girls who it was like a untouchable, unreachable thing. Like I'm make my mama mad with this one. My family, we don't even associate with that type. It was those girls who wanted the roughnecks, not us. You can keep them. We want no roughneck. You see, that's what they all saying. Nope, not for me. Definitely could not have brought a roughneck home. Definitely a fade. There you go, Tyra. Not me. I wanted to get out the hood. F that. That was Yolanda. And he had dressed like he shopped at J.C. Penney, top of the line, buddy. That's what I'm talking about. That was our type right there. Yes, sir. He had them duck heads on. Yeah. He had that polo, smelling good. That Lagerfeld. Yeah, that what he had to do. Wasn't no roughness around here, baby. Around the old players with knowledge, Jessica. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, we didn't want them kind of guys. We didn't want those. Athlete, preppy guy was what I wanted. This is Donna. And Tommy Polo Nautica, and I wasn't gonna be with dude I felt like would shoot me if I popped off verbally. That's what we knew how to choose up. We knew which ones to go after, or let in the layer. That was nerves.
Boy,
Yes, that was nerves.
I wish I had a machine where I could punch in and get everybody y'all don't dated to verify all of this.
So we could verify that. The verification there. Bring me point.
Like they saying shop at J.C. Penney and all of that. I remember those days when I first got into the military. It was all about it was dressing a certain way, and then it shifted from the penny loafers and all of that. Then we start wearing the boots and the baggy clothes and all of that. I remember this shift. So maybe y'all didn't, and I was in North Carolina, so maybe it was different in North Carolina. I'm not exactly sure. But it was a definite shift. When those rappers and stuff started coming out and started being famous and things like that, it definitely was a major shift in what women were necessarily looking for.
Some, like I said, those women who wasn't even in the hood, wasn't allowed in the hood, they were the ones who wanted the roughnecks. We knew what roughnecks were about, and we knew to stay away from them. So the shift, what you're talking about, came from those girls who didn't know nothing about no roughneck. That's why they wanted one, because they ain't know. And then they got with them and they took them down through that.
So when none of y'all interested in Tupac? When none of y'all interested in Bobby Brown?
No.
Okay. My uncle and cousin was rough. I didn't want no rough nothing. Hell, I was rough.
Come on, Jessica. Educate, baby.
No. I ain't even putting up her comments no more. I ain't even putting up her comments no more. She want to comment. You don't want to come on the show. You don't want to call in. No. We ain't gonna.
Yeah, that's right. And for them girl, that's some girl. Our daddies was at home, honey. Them girls had daddy issues. Yeah, we ain't had no daddy issues. We were just fast and ass, and was exposed too early. That's all it was.
Well, see, I need to talk to some women who was some late bloomers and see
Everybody,
what they
it
say.
was different subsets. It was different, communities. It was different upbringings. It was just different. Everybody wasn't the same. Everybody didn't date the same. Everybody didn't see the same. It was different. 'Cause then you got a whole
So,
nother,
so,
you
so,
got a
so,
whole
okay. So let me answer this question. And this me speaking from what I've personally dealt with, and a lot of my friends personally dealt with. When you get labeled as a nice guy, and then you run into these women and say, I want a dude who a little rough. So, like you said, it exists.
Mhm.
Why or how, I don't know, because I don't think anybody's ever been brought up to be rough to the extent that he's I don't call it like saying you're a roughneck mean you beat up women or nothing like that. But
Mhm.
I don't see how men or young men are raised to act in that certain manner. But when you look at it and you say, damn, I'm trying to be the nice guy, trying to do everything right. And I look over here and I see this dude who acting a certain way and he got all the girls.
What's the question? What's the question?
No, see that no, see I ain't see, I think y'all I think you're confusing a roughneck with like a just straight up killer gangbanger. I don't think that's
No,
the
we're not confusing it.
definition of it.
We're not confusing it. You confusing maybe. You think we're confusing it. What we're saying is what like exactly what he was talking about. The their the men definition that I'm thinking he was talking about of a roughneck was the ones that was out there like with the goals in their mouth. They had like I said, they dressed like the Tims and all the big clothes and all of that. They didn't really treat girls right. They was the type of guys that like that grew into some of the men of today that wanted girls to take care of them, do things for them. And what I mean by roughneck meaning they came in and destroyed these girls, destroyed their credit, destroyed their cars, destroyed their emotional well-being. That's what I'm saying. Those roughnecks were guys who had issues themselves, and they felt like, I'm gonna take them down through there. That's what we mean by roughneck. We ain't talking about no gangster and killer. Well, nobody who wanted a gangster or a killer. Nobody. No, we talking about that attitude of roughneck, which was I ain't gonna treat you like no lady. I ain't gonna be nice to you. I'm gonna treat you like a dog, and you gonna take it. And that's why I say it was certain they couldn't get us like that because we saw it. No, you ain't get me. Now you go over there to the suburb, like Ash said, because they weren't exposed to the life that we led. So they couldn't see it until it was too late. So once they done got with that roughneck and he done already halfway done took them down through there with 4-5 babies. And like I said, credit gone and they daddy ain't helping them no more. And now they out and about. That's what we mean by them roughneck. I told you the ones we was with put us on. They ain't the only wrong thing they did was screwing on us and they was too old. That's the only wrong thing they did. But they put us out. But wasn't no rough. We ain't do that. We ain't want no roughneck. No.
Lisa said I keep saying Bobby Brown, but it turns out that Whitney was the roughneck.
All day long. Whitney, straight up out of Jersey, was the roughneck. She was.
But see, that's okay. That would be more the definition if you want to describe how she was that I would consider a roughneck. You didn't all them songs and stuff. You didn't look at her and say she this type of person. But if you dealt with her on a business level, anything, she didn't play. That's more like what I'm looking at. Tupac wasn't a thug. He was extremely intelligent. See,
Right. Right.
again,
I agree.
it's even though he tried to portray this thug life, he was intelligent. He had an appreciation for his people, but he still was he was a roughneck based on the way he dressed, the way he talked. Now correct me if I'm wrong. I don't ever remember him being disrespectful to any females.
He wasn't. I mean, all of the women that were in his life that speak of him speak very highly of
Very
him.
highly of him.
That's what
But
I'm
he
saying. He
wasn't.
don't. He was living.
But he was.
He had.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I think he had a persona that he had to, live up to. That's what I really think. I mean, he probably had some rough edges, but I don't think he would. I wouldn't have considered him a rough. Not from what I hear, how the women around him talk about him. I wouldn't consider him.
See, that's what I'm saying. What y'all are perceiving and what I'm perceiving is I see is just totally different, because I look at, you never heard anybody say anything disparagingly about Bobby Brown either, but he was considered a bad boy. If you want to say the drugs and all of that, Tupac, same thing. I can't really think of nobody else off the top of my head. I don't want to say. I know they used the Wu-Tang, but that was New York, so that's totally different. Not Usher, he was preppy. I'll come up with somebody. But anyway, yeah. So y'all wasn't with that. I'm gonna put up this quick survey. Y'all hit 1, 2, 3, or 4 on this. Let us know what age group is acceptable to start having sex.
I know it ain't no acceptable.
It ain't no acceptable age. It gotta be an acceptable age.
Not now, it ain't. I say wait. You need to wait till they 25 at this point. Too much out here.
Okay, what is Tara saying? Al, let me see. Let me move this over.
Much the same. Oh,
Okay.
that's when we were. I think that's kind of when we was talking about how they looked and how they dressed, as far as what we liked.
DMX following this. Thanks, Donna. DMX following that Bobby Brown, Tupac thing. You never heard anybody say. Same thing with him. Any female that he ever dealt with, you always heard glowing things about him. He was this and he was that. What? Okay. Tara, what? I'll be sure. Heavy D, New Edition. Okay, those are the. What would those be? The preppy type guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because listen to their music. They was the ones that was having sex with the young girls.
Well, if that's the case, put this over there. LL Cool J got a song. He got a specific song talking about. But how old was LL when? What was the name of that song? When he talking about riding up to the high school, he had to be. He wasn't old at the time. He had to be probably.
He probably early 20s.
Yeah, probably 20, 21, somewhere along there. Yeah. So that wouldn't have been no big deal to you for the 21, 22-year-old coming through the high school looking to.
True. Now, sit outside waiting in that box Chevy. No, I wasn't nothing wrong with that. Up the street. Around the corner. Not a problem. That was it.
Aspen say, if loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right.
Hey.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Y'all put your numbers in the chat now so we can get this
Get
look
this,
like
yeah.
everybody said 3.
Well, they might be right.
Yeah. I don't think nobody should wait till after marriage to have sex. No one. I would not recommend that for
I
anybody.
would. That's not the religious thing to say, but
Mm-mm.
yeah, I don't propose it being a good idea.
Mm-mm. That's how a lot of them was in these marriages and ready to get out of them and out there spoiling everybody because it wasn't what it was trash. It was trash.
Yeah, said 7 through 11th grade girls turn them down for being chubby and too nice. So he know where I'm coming from.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I was,
Unfortunately.
yeah, that's just how it is, though. I mean, you if you weren't the athletic type or whatever, you had to have something else going on in order to have a multitude of women coming after you in those grades, 7 through 11. Uh, actually 7 through 12. And it was the same way we looked. Me and young boys, we looked at the women the same way. You weren't, if you got this 9 or 10 over here, you weren't looking at a 4 or a 5. That's human nature. So
Absolutely.
yeah, that's just human nature. So I ain't gonna necessarily it's just part of life. You just like, I remember in elementary school, I had gained some weight. Uh, I wasn't fat or nothing. I was hefty, I'll say. And shoot, no, look, went to stay with my mama. Man, look, they put a restriction on all of that. You wasn't eating all day long over there. So I had lost all of that weight, which I'm glad I did. It paid off in the long run. I would show y'all I ain't gonna show y'all no pictures. Y'all take that
Show
and
that
run
picture
with it.
that you posted. Put it up there. Put
Huh?
that picture up there you posted today. Put that picture up there. Let me find.
Uh
Ooh, let me see. Let me find this picture. No,
let me I should be able to go straight to it. Let me see if I can download it.
I can't get on there. Let's see if I can send it to my email. Shoot.
Y'all gotta look now. Hey, this was for some of y'all don't already saw it, so it ain't gonna be no big deal. Let me see. Yeah, let me download this for y'all right quick.
You know, gambling.
And then like to kind of get back on topic about age and all of that. It's just so different now that we most definitely have to be vigilant about talking to our children and not just having a one-time talk. Like at this point, I wouldn't even say quarterly. I say monthly. And there needs to be a sit down with your children because there is so much they can just pick. Now they ain't gotta wait till 3 o'clock in the morning to see Lady Chatlet. Pick up their phone and see hardcore porn. And imagine trying to tell a 10-year-old wait until they're 10 to tell them about sex, but they've been watching porn since they were 6. Oh, it's hard to pull them back from that. They're getting exposed so much. I saw somebody post today, a very good friend of mine posted about how she has heard and about not even middle, I want to say grade school age kids taking edibles. Like what? Why?
Wow.
Why are you taking edibles? Because they're exposed to so much. Like they can walk in the store and back. I was telling the guy the other day at the little smoke shop store, like, dude, I hope you asking for ID for some of this stuff you selling here. I was pointing out stuff to him, telling him that you need to ask for ID. But what he told me was, he said, I can ask for ID all day, but all they're gonna do is go outside and get somebody else to come in here and buy it for them.
Well, that did used to be the ticket. That's how people start off drinking beer. Get somebody old enough to go through, get them a couple dollars, and so that ain't too unusual.
Ask it, girl. You ain't finna wear me tonight. Ask that she like her support. You ain't by yourself, girl. It's the safest sex right now for us, grown folks. But yeah, we gotta have these conversations, y'all. With our children, with our grandchildren. We gotta have these conversations early. I'm talking about 2, 3, 4, 5. We got to have these conversations because what you want is a conversation to come from you and not their peer. Because that's what we went through, having these conversations with our peers. And, we got a lot of erroneous information. Some of it's good now. Like Jessica said, me and Jessica, I believe me and Jessica was kind of the same boat. We was the professor in the group. So, but I did my research too. I told this how you do.
Okay.
This what you don't. This what you do. This what you don't do. Don't believe this. Don't fall for that.
First off, who are you giving this advice to?
To my peers. To my peers that I was friends with. For those who didn't know certain things.
I don't know why I can't and I know you ain't gonna believe me. I can't. I'm trying to pull this picture up. It just won't let me. And I really want y'all to see this.
You might have to just put it on the page later.
Yeah, I gotta find it on my here we go. Now we cooking with some grease. Yeah, I'm with you as far as you have. I don't know. I don't know exactly what age to start now.
To start what?
To start talking to your kids about some of these different things.
Like I said, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You have to start early now. At these ages to all of this stuff, and you don't want them to have to navigate that alone. Anybody waiting until a child is 10, 11, 12 in this day and age to talk about sex and is a fool. Because by then, oh my God, no. Soon as BJ, I feel, with his parents agreeing, as soon as I feel like he can understand something, like, and you do it in their at their level of understanding. Like, I'm not gonna talk about, at the age of 3, we need to put you on prep because and then HPV, and no, we're not gonna have that conversation about knowing your body parts, naming them, not calling them pee pee and wee wee, knowing
And
your
you
body
said at what
autonomy.
age? And you said at what age you gonna do that?
At 3. At 3, you're gonna know your body parts. You're gonna know how to the correct name for them. You're gonna know this is where I'm not to be touched. You're gonna know that
Oh well,
things of that.
yeah. I mean,
As I say, at different as like I said, their level of understanding. That's where you start, and that's where you introduce the information more and more as they get older.
well, I agree with that. I mean, anytime, anytime anytime they're not gonna be around you, they need to know what to look for. Or so
I mean,
yeah.
do you
So
believe? Do you know that third graders are having oral sex? Second graders are having oral, and I'm not just talking about
uh,
yeah, the full on sex, not only but
I'm gonna
oral
say
sex. You gonna say what?
third grade.
Third
Yeah,
graders,
I can kind of see. I can see that now. I can see it now.
but no, it's been
So
happening.
yeah,
It ain't no just now.
it's been happening.
It's been happening. They've been exposed because they were probably molested by an adult, and they think that that's something normal to do, so they take it to preschool, to school, and do it as well because it's not something wrong to them. Yes, that's happening,
Well,
unfortunately.
unfortunately, and uh, most of it is I give up on this picture. Uh, I thought I had it talking about invalid file. Uh, looks like we gonna go with what age group is acceptable to start having sex is college, and we know probably the darkest was probably the only one that started in college. The rest of you guys started. The rest of you guys started in number one in middle school.
Yeah, unfortunately. Unfortunately.
We got one. We got that's all good. We got one vote. Let me vote. It don't matter. Uh, but yeah. Yeah. You got to talk to these kids these days. It's definitely a different time frame. Like I said, we was talking about this. Like it ain't a phone now. It's a computer. So
Right.
they can get to anything and everything, and people looking to expose them to things. That's how those little kids always get caught up meeting those predators. Uh, they start off playing the little games and stuff with them, and then they ease their way. And
Hmm.
I hate that. Uh, but yeah, if you talk to your kids about that, they should be aware of it and they shouldn't fall into that trap.
But
But
they
anyway,
still will. Even if you talk to them, Dara, they still will fall into it. Um,
yeah, because
it's
they want to get that they want to get that PlayStation or that game or that candy or whatever it is they can get. So yeah.
well, it ain't even about that. It's just curiosity, and that's just a child's mind. And it's an adult taking advantage of a child's mind to harm them. And that's why I said we gotta talk. We gotta talk, Lord. We gotta talk until we're blue in the face. And that's just it. Because you can be talking about. I saw a show where they were like, they had permission of the adults to go to the children probably at home by themselves or whatever for a little while, and they'll have somebody go knock on the door just to see if they're gonna open the door and stuff like that. Little girl just opened the door, gonna walk out with the man. that she done talked to on the on the little gang thing. Knew better. Had been talked to blue in the face. Knew better. And they let the man take her all the way to the van where her dad was, put her in the van, and there your dad. That's why I say you can talk all day sometimes. It's just you can't do nothing
Well,
crazy sometimes.
yeah, you're right. You're right. I ain't got no comeback for that. Cordell
So
said he
you
was in
can
the first
know right
grade.
and wrong and still do wrong.
I ain't never disagreed with that. But my point is, you know right from wrong. Cornell
If
said
they
he
know.
was in the first grade and she was in the third grade. And he realized as he got grown, he realized something must have, it's and I don't want to get into that subject right now, but I can, if you in the first and third grade and you've been exposed to something. Yolanda said she started in college. Okay. Lisa, no, I did too. I don't know what she was talking about. Find out what she was talking about. So enough. I had one. Oh, okay. Now here we go. But see, so enough said she was passing on good information. So enough
I
and
was.
Jessica said that they were professors and they were passing along the proper information at a young age to their
Yeah.
friends. So
Let me tell you what. I know what I get my information from. Hollywood Clinic. To this day, I praise Hollywood Clinic. Hollywood Clinic used to have this big old thing where they would have all these pamphlets, talk about everything: cancer, sex, babies, medicine, all of that. Every time I went and got my refill and my bag of condoms, I'm getting every brochure they had, and I was reading it. And then they also had a program as I got older. There was a program where I participated in this STD awareness thing. So yeah, I had good information that I was passing on. Now whether they accepted it, I don't know, but I gave it to them because I wanted them to know.
yeah, you pushed them into the arms of them older men. That's what you did.
No, I didn't. They was already there.
She doing it, so I can do it too. Remember that
Everybody
most
doing their own
molesters,
thing.
I know it. Remember that most molesters are family members, and that's the sad part of that.
Yep.
Because everybody's trusting in that scenario and not thinking that that's gonna happen, but that is true.
Yep.
Lisa, she said she started in college too. So you made it all the way out of Treadwell, a virgin. That's congratulations on that, Lisa. I was well on my way until someone asked me to skip school. Oh, I don't regret it though. I was finna say it might have been cool to go a little while, but nah, I'm good. Um, I can translate that for me, so no.
I can the STD video, the book, What Your Mom Didn't Tell You About Sex and Anxiety. Oh, uh, maybe she's saying she saw or something with the STD videos. The book Your Mom did. That was the book. Your Mom Didn't Tell You About Sex. There's a book with that title. And Zane. Yeah, I didn't really get into Zane. I don't know. I don't know why I never really got into Zane. I don't know. I guess because I was already too far. I was too far gone. It probably wasn't interesting to me. But yeah.
She was too far gone. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I mean,
Jessica.
tell me something I already know.
You've played a pivotal role on the show tonight. You had a lot of comments. And me and Show Enough are really pressuring you to join us on the show. Now you don't
She coming
made it
on the
through.
next. We're
You
gonna
don't
have to do a
say
trial
anything.
run with her. We're gonna have to do a trial run with her. Bring her on behind the stage so she can see how easy it is.
Yeah. Jessica, I'm telling you, you built for this.
Mm-hmm.
Cornell, the only reason I put this up is so I could slam Snowden Junior High School. I couldn't stand Snowden Junior High School. I despise that school. All my friends that went there, they love it. They brag about it. But I'm telling y'all, Cypress Junior High School was the best junior high school in the city of Memphis.
They saying that's no, they what it used to be. That teacher's leaving. Did you see that post I had shared? He was saying, yeah, it was a teacher there saying how disheartened he was, and he left. White guy. He was saying about how it's just. He said even there are children who are not on reading level. He said it's
Really?
just a big yes. Snow.
I mean, we could talk about the state takeover and all of that. I mean, it just seemed like, well, if you went to 7th grade, you should have stayed your 8th and 9th grade year too. Nancy know what's up. Me and Nancy went to Cypress together. She know what's up. It's kind of sad. With some of these schools, I mean, like you already know Treadwell, it's not even a high school anymore. So we don't even have a high school to go back to. It's a middle school. And they were supposed to rebuild it, but from what I'm hearing, they doing so much repairs and stuff that they not finna rebuild it. So it's finna be what it is, which is fine. It's some of these other schools closing. I think the main thing that's going on is they're not teaching anymore. They're just preparing
Teach
you to
for the
take the
test.
test. Yeah. And that's so far away from what it should be. I understand you want the good test scores because that's what the state and everybody go by. But if you ain't got the basics down, the rest of that is just, I don't know. You just defeating the purpose.
And then they teaching for a test, but the test is so biased against our kids. Some of our kids who haven't even been exposed to some of the things even on the test. Like, how you gonna ask me about a bushel of something? I don't know what the hell a bushel is. Have no concept of what a bushel is. So I hate those. I hate them. I hate it.
I don't know the exact measurements, but yeah, a bushel. When you gotta shuck them
Kids don't
peas,
know
you
what
know
a
what a
bushel.
bushel is.
They don't know. Them children don't know. A child coming up out of a neighborhood ain't never been off a concrete street, don't know what no damn bushel is.
Donald, the only reason why I'm putting this up is because my daughter went to Haven View for a couple years and she won a state championship playing basketball. They went undefeated. She played with Nina Davis. I don't know if y'all know her, but she ended up going to Cypress and went off to I forgot what college she went to. What college she go to? I know it, but I can't. But anyway, Haven View was a good school. The assistant principal over there was Miss Meeks, and I think Miss Meeks is now like principal of the year at Sea Isle. I think it's Sea Isle. But anyway, Haven View was a good school. I liked it. Nancy saying, I don't know what we talking about. I guess we can still be we talking about schools. We talking about how y'all little fast butts was leaving school and going to have sex. So we teaching is scripted. That's bad.
What's up with the
learn off a script?
What's up with the what's the thing they just did with the school? The audit. I'm gonna have to read up on this audit. I heard it was horrible. Say a lot of them gonna be up out of there.
Well, if they just did an audit and it's bad, that's just gonna be more reinforcement for the state to go ahead and take over. And I just don't even know how that's gonna. I don't know how that's gonna look. So I'm gonna start looking into that a little bit more to see what's gonna be the differences and all of that. I'm sure some of y'all already know. I don't know. I almost feel like these kids, the younger kids going, I mean, they almost doomed. I'm sorry. Nancy says being released tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow.
Dark is
Yeah.
said. Hope I'm pronouncing her name right. Darkest or Miss Wallace. I say Miss Wallace. It's not the teacher's fault. It's what the district pushes. You don't have time to
Absolutely.
teach. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And they don't have the support that they need.
A truth at Treadwell, I was quite due to be knowing most of the girls having sex, which I felt were bad influences for what I wanted in life. That was one of the reasons why I quit the majorette team. Uh, I think I got. I think yeah. You in my yearbook as a majorette. What you quit the team for? That peer pressure was getting to you. Everybody, all the majorettes wasn't having sex now. I don't think. Let me go back and pull my yearbook up and point out who I think was having sex and who wasn't.
I better not.
I don't think and like I said, I'm a little naive sometimes, I'll admit it. To me, I don't like I'm just going down the list of people I remember in high school. I don't think half of them was having sex in high school. I might be wrong, but I don't think so.
You wrong.
I'm wrong.
You wrong.
Hold on. So,
You're
no, wait a
wrong.
minute. Hold on. I'm saying like if I look through my yearbook, I ain't talking about just my senior, the people who graduated. I'm saying I'm gonna go back and look at the seniors first and see.
She said horse.
Oh, come on. Now, see now I'm finna now I gotta go look at my yearbook and look at and see who was majoretting when Yolanda was majoretting. Because the two
Oh
that's
my
just sticking
God.
out in my head, the two cheerleaders that are sticking out I mean majorettes that are sticking out in my head is three. No, it's three. Darlene Parnell, Tanya Simmons, and I think Ursula was a majorette. Ursula Houston was a majorette. And I'm not gonna tag them as whores. I don't
like the word whores anyway, because my thing is what constitutes being a whore? A whore, I would think is, from what we saw coming up on TV and all of that, was a person, selling their body. That was considered a whore. I think being sexually free is just that. I'm talking about in a nice, age. I ain't talking about being sexually free when we were being sexually free, but I think being a sexually free person doesn't constitute being a whore. That's just my opinion.
Well, we're gonna have to have a show.
But whether you have sex with 1 or 10, you've had sex. It doesn't matter, really, unless
No.
What's the difference?
I'm not gonna. Whether you had 1 or 10, I'm not gonna call you a whore, but I'm gonna say it. People look at it. If let's just say you started in the 9th grade and you had sex with the same guy from the 9th grade through the 12th grade, I don't think anybody would consider that being a whore.
But that's still having sex. You're still
It
having
is.
sex.
But
So
if you started off in the 9th grade and then by the time you in the 12th grade you don't slept with 20 dudes, you might be considered a whore.
Why?
I ain't saying that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that's how.
I'm just saying. Well, I'm telling why is that the thought?
It's just the fact that you're sleeping with multiple men.
A penis going into a vagina, whether it's 10 different ones or the same one.
I'm talking about
you go in there 100 times, if you go in, I don't know what the perception is. I'm just saying.
The perception is you're loose, and that you would be considered that by some people.
But the 10 men weren't loose. The 10 men weren't loose. Just the girl is loose.
Oh no! Even it would be the same if a young man had sex with the same girl from the 9th grade to the 12th grade. I don't think anybody calling him a dog or anything like that. Let him been on slept with the same number of people I said for the women, and he would be considered. Now the guys might call him a player. Some of the girls might say he a dog or he this and he that. That's just the perception of it. Don't make it right or wrong.
I wonder, can you see this picture? Hold on.
Tanya Simmons was a very pretty girl. And her daughter was my daughter's best friend. Back it up a little bit.
When I back it up, it go away. It go away.
Yes. No, stay right there. Stay right there.
Hold on. Let me be still.
No, come back up. Stay right there, right there. Now, that's you, right?
Wait. Hold on, it keep going away.
You need to send me them pictures so we can post them. We ain't gotta be going through all this. This is what I'm saying. What grade? How old were you right there?
I was 25, maybe 26.
Damn.
Yeah.
25 or 26.
Yeah, I had Kayla.
Let me shut up before I get in trouble.
Yeah, I was shit. Yeah. I had that body till I was about 32. Tell me something.
I ain't even look. I ain't gonna let the guy say it. I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna open my mouth. I said, damn, I shouldn't have said that. But I already knew. This is what I'm saying. I remember your high school pictures.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember looking at them and saying, not even high school, even later than that, when we first started back with the alumni stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I can put two and two together and be like, well, damn, I get it. I'm gonna have. Would I do it? Probably not, but I get it. I get it. If I'm looking, I might not do none, but if I see that, how am I not gonna pay attention to that? That's just being for real. Is it wrong? But see, that's the difference between when you know right from wrong. You know, sometimes it you know that devil on your shoulder. Sometimes it wins. Sometimes you listening to the good person. He's saying, "Hey, you know, she too young. Don't you know you that devil will talk you into it. Like you got, and then I ain't going. And that's why I'm so glad I had girls. By having girls, that just really made me. I was like, you know what? Because I would kill them. I would. Oof! I ain't no telling what I do to. I think instead of saying right and wrong and being introduced as something special between two people, things would be different. I don't know what the hell you talking about. Translate that for me, Sharita. Y'all be putting this stuff on here.
Because I think she's talking about how when me and you were debating about the knowing whether it was right or wrong at the time, that's not what our mindset was, that it was something special between two people. And at that time, that's what it was. That's what it was. It's in our mind what it was, that it was something special. It wasn't about it was right or wrong.
No. It was something special to you, but that nigga was wrong. I don't care how you chop it up. It was special to you, but he was wrong.
Of course it was, but it was special to me.
That's what I'm saying. It was special, but it ain't something special.
And they made us believe it was special to him too.
So did. Left your house, went to the other one house,
and we didn't even know it. That's what I'm telling you. Back then, it was just totally different. We didn't even know they had somebody else.
Donna gave you a compliment. Hey, look, Donna gave you a compliment, and I'm trying to figure out. I'm looking up and down this screen, and I don't see no guy that don't gave a compliment. The hell wrong with y'all? I opened the floor. I said I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna wait on the guys.
They did, but anyway, thank you, ladies. Here, girl. Y'all know how that was us, baby, back then, honey. You know that was us. We had just enough hip, just enough booty, just enough titty. And we was, like I said, and I had that body from 13 to, like I said, about 32. Yeah,
That's that.
hard.
I'm like that's that early sex got you
No,
developed.
no. That just in my
I
genes.
don't see where no guy said nothing.
That just in my genes. And then you know what? I thought I was fat.
Not on that
Actually,
picture, you didn't.
yes, I did. That was
Not on that.
They had to convince me to put on this 2-piece. I would have never put on a 2-piece. Never. I thought my stomach was big because, you know, I had that surgery. I had back surgery like 5th, 6th grade. So it made it's called lordosis. So it made that's why everybody thought I had a big butt. I had a big butt. I just had my butt stuck out because of my back. So whenever I would eat or drink something, it made my stomach pudge.
Wait a minute. What you just say?
What?
Everybody thought you had a big butt?
Yes. It wasn't that I had a big butt. It was just hyped up. They got bigger later.
You talking about? Okay.
I had no big butt. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 grade through high school. I ain't had no big butt. I had a hyped up butt, but I ain't had no big butt. No.
Well, I couldn't tell from that picture. I have to see a back view, but I know.
It hyped up.
I look. I don't know now because I don't pay attention to that stuff. I know when we first started this alumni stuff, I was like, God damn, who is that? All that ass.
And Jessica, I know you can tell that was that freeze hairstyle, baby. You can't really talk. I can get that picture. Where the picture go? My hair was in a freeze.
You got it too close. You need to back
because I'm trying to get it on the picture. It won't.
Okay, I see the hair.
My hair was in a freeze. You can't really see it.
Okay.
But yeah. Look at that. Shit. Couldn't tell her nothing.
Hey.
Couldn't tell her nothing.
Look, show enough peptides. We're going to get back down.
I'm going to go back. I don't want to be that little though. No. If I get that little now, I look like a crackhead.
Don't do it. You'll be hell on wheels then. Don't do it.
I don't want nothing now. I don't want nobody touch me. It's too much going on. You got to get on prep to screw now. I don't want nobody's dick.
This the project. The next time we do Matters of the Heart, I need some high school pictures from all of you young ladies. I just want to see. I have mine. Fellas, y'all can have y'all ready to send it to us. We want to see. But anyway, we almost at 2 hours. We was finna stop at an hour. We almost went a whole nother hour. I want to thank everybody who joined us. Let me go back down here and get this off the screen. Go down the list. I be trying not to miss nobody. I hate when I miss somebody. Okay, Bonita, first one to chime in. My good friend Jessica, who we desperately want to come on the show with us. Who else we got? Adria, always a pleasure to see her name pop up on the screen. Karen King, the queen of Fraser. My cousin Pat, who take care of my mom up in St. Louis. Arthur, Donna. Look, I'm trying to forget about it. And I know you just as sick as I am that Duke lost. But Donna, she's always on her supporting us. Ben, her husband, he always. Randolph.
I need to take the screen off. That's what I need to do.
Lisa Renee, love seeing you on here. Yeah, now we finna see.
I found this old picture. That's me, Tracy, and Ursula. Look at it. See, we now we in the club with these clothes on. Thought we was grown.
Yeah, with them guys. So, yeah, I see. Somebody been posting some old pictures. I'm telling you, go look on the pictures. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. They weren't wearing none from no JC Penney.
Oh,
Who else
that's
was
they
this
was.
girl?
Say was look, these were the
Aspen.
guys on the homeboys. That's how they dress. That's what we was after. Them homeboys. Look at them boys. Don't play. Look
I'm
at it. Look
telling.
at it. Look at
Okay,
it.
that was early '90s. Randolph.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Uh, I ain't seen my guy Wayne on
Adidas.
here tonight. Wayne didn't check in.
Adidas six. Didn't nobody have no gold in their mouth. Didn't nobody have
Yeah,
no
well,
chains around
no,
their
but
neck.
see, they go to change. That's what I'm talking about. They wearing that instead.
No chains. Ain't
They ain't
nobody
got.
got no
They
chains
ain't have.
on.
Look, that was a process. They ain't have to have no chains on. It's switching.
Mm-mm.
It's switching. You going from the darkest. Thanks for
Okay, now y'all can see they
tuning
real
in.
good.
Ebony.
Look at it.
You at
With them,
swimming pool?
look at them clog shoes on, girl.
Yeah. Hey.
We was in
Hey.
somebody backyard that had a pool.
Hey. Bring it up. We don't want to see them little skinny legs at the bottom.
Hold on, I'm trying to see. Look at that stomach, and I thought I was fat.
Nah,
That little one
hey,
tattoo.
you look like you finna fight Clarissa Seals.
Hey, I would have beat her ass.
Damn. Ebony, did I say shout out to Ebony?
That was cut.
I think that was it.
Number
Okay, let
muscle,
me ask you
no
this.
fat.
Was you working out, or that just was
That
natural?
straight natural. That
Tara
straight
Marley,
natural.
always love seeing Tara tuning in.
We got a newbie.
Who the newbie?
At 8:55, Sharonda Denise. My first time chiming in. We'll return. Please do. Please come back.
Well,
Are
I'm
you
trying
an
to go
alumni
down this. Make
or
sure
are
I ain't
you just
forgot.
new to us? Are you Trewell alumni? Or you just knew you found us? Make sure you go subscribe, hit that bell, subscribe to this channel, okay? So you can get the notification. We would love to have you back.
Cornell, forgot about Cornell. Cornell, I love when he come in. And what you in the first grade getting your little wee sucked on? You little nasty. Nancy Gibson, that's my class of 88 classmate. Went to Cypress together, went to Treadwell together. Don't get no better than that. That should be everybody.
Yeah, I think
And
that's
who you say
everybody.
this new person is?
8:55, Sharonda Denise. Y'all welcome her in. So she'll come on back.
Oh, that's a cuz right there. What's up, cuz?
Is it?
You should have. It's your first time chiming in. You should have been no time then, girl. We had this
Long
thing
time
going
ago.
on. Yeah, that's my cuz. What's up, cuz? Yeah, that's my cousin right there. Hey, go Wayne. Hey, go Wayne. Wayne said he
Oh,
just listened
Wayne,
tonight.
he's listening.
Wayne,
Thank
you know you
you.
got to check in, man. You got to check in, Wayne. You can listen. We don't mind you just listen, but check in with us. Let us know you here in the house, man. We want to acknowledge you, man. Especially, Wayne. Yeah. Wayne said he could beat me playing basketball too. I don't know about that one, Wayne. You might can beat me now, but I don't know. But anyway, we appreciate everybody. If y'all got any show ideas, make sure y'all hit us up and let us know. I think we don't covered everything off this little end up being a little series we don't ran here.
Yeah.
So we need some new material. I kind of want to switch over to real talk, but I get so frustrated with everything that's going on. I'm hoping that this war wind down. I'm hoping
Man.
no more American troops get injured or killed. I know Trump looking for a escape ramp. I'm just hoping this thing can come to an end. And like they saying, things will never be the same. However, this thing finna end, things will never be the same. Oh, yeah, Donald. We love you too. You 11 years old. 16 years old, you in high school, sneaking dudes in and out the window. Boy. See, here go the thing. Here go the thing showing up.
What?
Excuse me for sniffling. Here go the thing. We gonna end because we had 2 hours. I was such a nice guy that when I was in high school and middle school. Now I'm gonna just say high school. You know, the mothers loved me so much they used to let me go and be in the bedrooms with my girlfriends and stuff. You know, it start off. You ain't coming out that living room. You don't stand.
Right.
You come over, but you finna sit in that living room. They love me so much. They just let. I was able to go back in the bedroom. We ain't never do nothing. Not while they were there. But yeah. Oh, here we go. Another one. Tina Knox.
Tina, well, I'm glad to know y'all be listening. But y'all need to chime in. At least say hello.
Tina was almost my sister-in-law. Or she was almost my cousin-in-law.
Oh, Rooster, they got their checks. They got paid. Did they get their back pay?
Tina,
I hope they did.
Tina,
I know too many people.
Tell Tanya I said, hey.
Tina don't do it.
That's an inside joke. No, she know I be Tanya. She be roasting me every time she see me. That was my introduction to treadwheel. Me and her had started calling ourselves dating or whatever.
Lisa said they knew you ain't had no game.
Damn. And you know what? You about right. You about right. Now I don't know. After the 10th grade, I had a little game after that. After I got broken in. Yeah, Tina. Make sure you tell Tanya I said, hey, that's still my buddy. Oh, I don't know if Tanya know or not, Tina. I hate to pass on bad news like this, but let her know Roderick Boylan passed away. I know she gonna be so disappointed. Roderick was like a good friend of hers and mine during high school. He used to pick us. He used to drive me to pick them up from work. And Tanya and his girlfriend used to work at the same place, and we used to go pick them up from work. Marcus Brand in the house. Marcus, I hope you doing okay, man. I hope you doing okay. I just got off the phone with Claude Morton. We getting old. We gotta make sure we taking care of ourselves. So you men, y'all go get all y'all checkups that y'all need. And women, I know y'all already doing it, but men, make sure we doing everything we need to do. I just lost a best friend. I don't want to lose nobody else no time soon. I want us to live a long, prosperous life. But with that said, we over 2 hours. We're gonna go ahead and close out the show. Appreciate everybody. We didn't post the like and subscribe, but y'all know the routine. Pass it on to a friend. Tell them to, look up our In the Clutch page. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can be notified whenever we come on or whenever we put out material. And like I said, if y'all got any ideas, inbox me or Sharita. We'll be more than glad to talk about anything you guys want to talk about. So you got anything, Shona?
That's it. I just want to once again send our condolences to both of you who have lost your loved ones. Donna, she did share with me about her person as well. So yeah, y'all keep your heads up, and we keep praying for the families and for you all as well. That's all I got.
All right. Well, God willing, we'll see you guys same bad time, same bad channel next week, Tuesday, 7 p.m. Lock it in. We're out of here.
Bye, y'all. Great show.